Hey everybody, it's Josh Wright here, back again with a new video, and let me just say I apologize. I haven't really been uploading in the month of May, and for all my YouTube friends, if you haven't seen me in your comment section, I've been really busy outside of YouTube. I have a personal life like everybody. I have school that I've been busy with school. Almost finishing up my junior year, going into my senior year in September of 2021 or August of 2021, and I've been really focusing on that, and I've been working on or hoping to apply for a job this summer. So yeah, if you've noticed, since mid-April, uploads on this channel have been kind of slowly going down. Like there hasn't really been a whole lot of uploads like I have been like in November and December of 2020 and early 2021. Well, that's because I'm back in person in school now. I've been back in person now for about a month and a half, and sports have been back now for a while. I've been busy with football, and now I'm managing track right now, as of right now. So I haven't really had a lot of time to upload videos for the YouTubes. But this is just a raw recording of me talking, and my high school logo in the background. People ask me what the MTF stands for. It's my high school logo. I know some people may think it stands for like a bad word or something. Trust me, it's my high school logo. The T, it's MF, and then the sword in the middle, that's actually a T. And some people don't really recognize that, but the M stands for Marilla, and then the F, Forsyth, and then the T, sword, is stands for Trojans. And it's a pretty clever, creative logo, for sure. But anyway, this is just a little bit of a update video. As you guys know, on May 15th, this was the 2-year anniversary of this YouTube channel. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been supporting this channel, even though it's still pretty small. I mean, 2 years ago, I didn't think this channel was going to get very big. I mean, this is just me talking about, sports stuff on my iPhone. And I've been meeting a lot of great people on this YouTube channel. On YouTube, I've had a lot of fun doing a lot of these videos. I do have some videos that are in the works. I haven't really had the time to work on those a lot because I've been busy. I'm in school. I think I made that pretty clear. But now with summer coming up, I might have a little bit more time to upload. Apologize. Again, I'm going to say I'm going to apologize a lot in this video. I started a couple new series on MLB The Show 21. I did a Road to the Show series. I'll be uploading this weekend, and then there'll be live streams for the Reds franchise mode. That will be coming up this weekend as well. We'll have a live stream on Friday, 7 p.m. Reds franchise mode against, I believe, the Arizona Diamondbacks. So if you want to come by the live stream Friday night, if you're not doing anything, let me know. If I'm not live streaming Friday, I'll upload Saturday, because why not? So a little bit of an update about this channel. Again, uploads are going to continue to be a little bit slim. Probably not going to upload a whole lot. Again, I have a life outside of YouTube. I have family, friends that I like to hang out with. I'm trying to get at a job. Trying to get ready for college in a couple of years. And so those were kind of the main things on my mind. And I haven't really had a whole lot of time to upload Let's Talk Sports, and I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I'm going to can make YouTube a job. I really don't do this for a job. I do this just because it's fun. Uploading videos is on YouTube and giving out I just thought it'd be fun to give out my personal thoughts on what's going on in the sports world and stuff. So that's a little bit of an update. That's kind of where I've been. So yep, apologize, haven't been uploading recently. And I apologize for saying the words "I apologize" a lot in this video. So, this weekend was a pretty fun weekend at a camping trip. However, if you're a St. Louis sports fan like me, it probably wasn't a great weekend. The Cardinals end up losing 2 out of 3 to the Cubs at home, which was it was a very embarrassing series. If you're a Cubs fan, you might be very excited. Javier Baez, he did play very good in this series. And then, of course, if you're a Blues fan, if you've been following the Stanley Cup playoffs, the St. Louis Blues got knocked out in the first round for the second time in a row. This time they ended up getting swept by the Colorado Avalanche. And the Blues, they just did not play very well in this series. Ever since, like, January and February, I slowly stopped making Blues recaps. That's because, again, busy with school. That was around the time when hockey season started. That's when sports started to come back here in Illinois. I think around that time was when basketball started. That was when I was doing all the audio tapes for basketball. And so people have been asking me my opinion on a couple of former Cardinals, Albert Pujols and Tony La Russa. Well, first up, let me just say, Albert Pujols, he looks absolutely ugly in a Dodgers uniform. I mean, if you don't know, Albert Pujols, he was with the Angels for the past few years. He had that big contract with the Angels during the 2011-2012 offseason. And then during the past few years, he's kind of declined over the years. You know, he's not really the same Albert Pujols we once knew. And about a few weeks ago, the Angels cut him. They released him. They didn't want Albert Pujols anymore. And some people were thinking, you know what, he's going to come back to the Cardinals. He's going to finish his career in St. Louis. I didn't want him to come back to St. Louis, and thank God he didn't. Instead, he ended up going across town to the he went across town to the Dodgers. And I really don't know how I feel about him going to the Dodgers. I mean, he didn't really leave Los Angeles. I mean, that's like, you know, somebody like Kobe Bryant moving from the Lakers over to the Los Angeles Clippers. You know, he's still in Los Angeles. But I know that's not a very good analogy. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. You know, he just looks a little bit out of place in a Dodgers uniform. I don't think he looks very good in blue. Mainly, I don't know if it's because I'm so used to him wearing red. But that means the next time the Dodgers come to St. Louis, that means Albert Pujols is going to be with the Dodgers too. And that means maybe, hopefully, when baseball stadiums are going to be able to be completely full again, I bet you that Dodgers-Cardinals series is going to be a sellout crowd. So that's the one thing about Pujols with the Dodgers. I think he looks very out of place there. I'm kind of surprised the Dodgers kind of had a spot for him. I mean, if he went to the Cardinals, I mean, if you think about it, we already have a pretty good first baseman in Paul Goldschmidt, and we already have an aging, you know, first baseman / DH in Matt Carpenter. So where were we going to put Pujols? And same for the Dodgers. Where were they going to put him? You know, he's played a little bit over there, and I don't know. He just doesn't look very good. If you're a Dodgers fan, let me know in the comments below how you feel about Albert Pujols. And now the Tony La Russa incident. I know this happened a few days ago. I'm a little bit late on these subjects. I've been out for a while, and as a Cardinals fan, I really wanted to talk about these. So a while ago, if you don't know, Tony La Russa, he's back in baseball. This is the first time he's managed in over 10 years since the 2011 World Series with the Rangers and the Cardinals. Well, the White Sox decided that they were going to hire him. I really don't know why they fired Rick Renteria. I mean, Rick Renteria, I'm not going to lie, he was not a very good manager. He wasn't a great manager, but he wasn't a bad manager either. But then they decided to hire 78-year-old Tony La Russa. Tony La Russa, the same Tony La Russa, hasn't really managed in over 10 years. And when La Russa first got hired, a lot of people were not very happy about this. Let's not forget he had a DUI not too long before he was hired. So, yeah, that's one thing. That's his second DUI, I believe. He had one with the Cardinals, I think, around 2007. I think some people forgot about that, but you know, some people were not very sure about how La Russa was going to be with the White Sox, because the White Sox, you know, that's a very young team in Chicago. You know, they have a lot of young guys. That's why the White Sox have a very good farm system. Luis Robert, he's a pretty young guy. Tim Anderson, Lucas Giolito, Eloy Jimenez, even though I think he's hurt. No, I think Luis Rivera is hurt too. Lance Lynn was there, so Lance Lynn, Tony La Russa was actually Lance Lynn's first manager. Not a lot of people know that. But, yeah, there are a lot of young players on the White Sox this year. And some people were wondering how that was going to go, with how La Russa was going to handle, so many young players. But just recently, the White Sox were in Minnesota playing the Twins. And in one of those games, the White Sox absolutely pounded the Twins. The Twins this year, they've been off to a really slow start. And I think late in the game, the White Sox were up like 11-4. And Yermin Mercedes, who is doing pretty good with the White Sox, he was up to bat facing Willians Astudillo. And let me just say, Willians Astudillo as a pitcher, this is just a big meme. I mean, he's throwing 47-mile-an-hour meatballs, and not one of them even landed in the strike zone. But during this at-bat, this Astudillo and Mercedes at-bat, La Russa told him to take. He wanted him to walk. But that's not the case. And on a 3-0 count, Mercedes, he's absolutely crushed this 47-mile-an-hour meatball, hit one to left center field for a 3-run homer. And, of course, the White Sox would have a big win in this game against the Twins. But La Russa was not very happy about this. This is kind of an unwritten rule where if it's a 3-0 count, you don't swing. I mean, so of course La Russa wasn't very happy about this. He should have known better. Who knows? Mercedes might have been really locked up in the at bat. Maybe that's the case, but I don't really know what to think about this. I think it's kind of dumb. I mean, it's a home run. I mean, he's helping your team out. And then I think at another part of this series, the Twins ended up getting ejected, and then later on, the Twins tried, they tried to bean Yermin Mercedes. They're trying to throw at him, and Tyler Duffy, I think, he ended up getting ejected, and the Twins got ejected too. And La Russa is going to apologize to them about this situation. I'm sorry, La Russa, you're supposed to have your players' backs. I know this is old news now, but La Russa, you're kind of in the wrong here. You're supposed to have your players' backs. That's the whole point of having a manager. Being a manager, I understand you're the manager and you have a very different way of playing. I mean, this is Tony La Russa we're talking about here. He has a lot of knowledge in baseball than people think he does. I mean, this is why he's considered one of the best managers in baseball anyways, but he wasn't very happy about Mercedes hitting a home run on a 3-0 count. And then he apologizes to the Twins about the situation. And, it was just ugly. And then he had an incident with Lance Lynn. I don't really know about that situation too well. But, La Russa, it needs to start having, people were saying La Russa should have players' backs. That's the number one rule for managers. And, players will start to like you a lot more. I remember... Well, technically, I shouldn't say I don't remember because this was before I was born. But that's actually how La Russa was when he first came to St. Louis in 1996. There were in 1996. The Cardinals had a lot of brand new players. They brought in a lot of new talent. This was a very different 1996 team, a different Cardinals team than it was in 1995, and they hired La Russa too. And there were tensions that were going on between La Russa and some of the players, such as Ozzie Smith and John Mabry. And La Russa was a little bit, and it was hard for some Cardinals fans to warm up to TLR because of an Ozzie Smith incident and a John Mabry incident. Ozzie Smith, if you don't know, La Russa said there would be an open in spring training. He said that the shortstop position would be an open competition. Whoever got it played better in spring training between Ozzie Smith and Royce Clayton would get the majority of the starts. Ozzie Smith had a better spring training, and Royce Clayton ended up had a majority of the starts anyway. But Ozzie Smith was not very happy about this, of course. I mean, La Russa shouldn't have said that it was based off of spring training statistics. And Ozzie Smith, this was 40-year-old Ozzie Smith. He should have been grateful that he wasn't going to be an everyday he wasn't going to be an everyday shortstop anymore anyway. So what's the point? And then there was another incident with Mabry but La Russa was a little bit hard to warm up to for Cardinals fans because of how he was. He was in the American League for a number of years. He was kind of an outsider. Didn't really have a lot of the same. He didn't really have he had a non-folks personality. He wasn't really somebody that Cardinals fans were really used to at the time. But then over the years, when the Cardinals started winning, people liked La Russa. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the La Russa incident. I don't really know what to think about it except for just have your players back. Don't throw your players under the bus. And when your players when the other team is trying to hit your guy, you're trying to bean at him. But you should go out there and you should help him out. But La Russa absolutely did nothing. But this is kind of just a raw recording of me just talking about the La Russa incident, Albert Pujols with the Dodgers, and just where I've been for the past few weeks. There'll be more videos coming out soon, hopefully. Thank you guys so much for all the amazing support. We're on the road to 500 still. Let's see if we can hit it by the end of the year. And with that said, I'll talk to you guys later. And let me know what you guys think in the comments about Pujols with the Dodgers and the Tony La Russa incident.